Sometimes life starts to tire you out, isn't it? There is no clear path to be seen, nor is there anyone who can say, I understand you. You struggle with a storm inside you silently, without showing it to anyone, without telling anyone. You have endured a lot, sometimes in silence, sometimes out of helplessness, and sometimes by sacrificing yourself for others. Every time you think that everything will be fine now, life takes a new turn, a turn that you neither understand nor can handle. And then the question arises, why is all this happening to me? Why am I breaking down so much? When will I find peace? To be honest, maybe you are tired of trying to keep everything under your control. You think that if you keep everything under control, then everything will be fine. But does it really happen like this? Or has this effort to control become a burden that is suppressing your soul? Today in this video of ATD Tales, we are going to learn how to get rid of that burden, how to be free from that bondage. And friends, believe me, if you understand this thing well, then your life will become simpler than before, and you will become more self-reliant than before. And when you become self-reliant, then the truth is, everything slowly starts going according to you. Because Buddha says, whatever you cannot leave, that is your bondage. And the universe always works, but only when you stop, calm down, and let it flow. When you hold on to life tightly, it slips away from you. But when you let it flow freely, it slowly brings you everything, what you actually deserve. In this video, we are not going to tell you any rules. We will talk to your heart. From that part of you, which has been suffering silently but now wants peace. So if you are also tired, if you really want to understand this issue and find peace by knowing its solution, then definitely watch this video till the end. And if you want such true things to happen to you again and again, then definitely subscribe to ATD Tales. Because here we don't just make videos, we awaken that voice within you, which has been silent for a long time. So come, let's move in that direction, where you will get to understand each important point in detail, where you will meet yourself again. Chapter 1. Stop controlling, start trusting. Where there is control, there is pain, and where there is trust, there is true freedom. Sometimes our lives do not go exactly as we had planned. We wake up in the morning with some hope. We plan, we try, we run, but still something happens, which is different from what we thought. And then we are broken from within. We think, did I make a mistake? Did I work less? Or is the universe against me? But maybe the truth is not that you were wrong. Maybe the truth is that you were controlling too much. We humans wear an armor to fight our fear, the armor of control. We think that if we control everything, every relationship, every decision, every result is in our hands, then maybe there will be no pain. But have you ever thought that when you are controlling, you are stopping the flow of life? Buddha said, pain is certain, but suffering is optional. And the greatest suffering starts when we try to hold on to things that we should just let go. Holding on brings fear, and letting go brings freedom. Do you remember the time when you tried very hard to get something, and when you didn't get it, you lost yourself? Now remember the time when you just let yourself go for a while, became a little calm, and then suddenly that thing came to you on its own. This is the law of the universe. When you trust, the universe starts responding. But trusting is not easy because we have been taught that whatever we do not handle will get spoiled. But is it really so? Have you ever seen the sun rise? Does it rise under your control? Have you ever seen clouds raining? Do they move under your fear? No, all this happens even when you are not doing anything, because this is nature, and you are also a part of this nature. So when you stop controlling your life, you connect yourself with nature. Then you are not alone. Then your fight is no longer yours. Then the power of the universe is involved in it. And then everything starts changing. Your fears start melting. Your anxiety starts reducing. Your mind starts saying, now I am not worried, I am flowing. And I know that I will reach the right place. Now close your eyes and imagine. How would you feel if from today onwards you hold on to everything a little less, think a little less, plan a little less, and trust a little more? Perhaps what you have always wanted, peace of mind. Remember, trust is not weakness, it is wisdom. And letting go is not loss, it is liberation. Chapter 2. Be present, be powerful. Stay in the moment. This is your greatest strength. Have you ever thought, when do we get most tired in life? When we fight with ourselves every moment, run from the past and try to catch up with the future. We keep regretting or fearing all the time. But in this race, we lose our present. We are not able to feel the moment in which we are living properly. We become unaware of what is happening around us, the smile on someone's face, the coolness of the wind, the beat of our own heart. And this is where the real problem begins. For example, you can understand our mind is like a monkey. Every moment it jumps from one branch to another, sometimes in the past time, sometimes in the future time, without leaving only the present time. But Buddha says the mind is everything. What you think, you become. If your mind is distracted, you yourself also get scattered. But when you pull your mind into this moment, a miracle happens. Everything stops. All the hustle and bustle stops. Your mind becomes calm, like a river, which is no longer turbulent, just flowing peacefully. Now think, what if you could see everything with the same depth? Can you listen to every conversation with full awareness? Can you do every task with full heart? This is living in the present, and this is real power. When you are in the present, no fear, no regret can harm you, because you are not a slave of your thoughts, but become their master. Yes, you heard it right. The present moment is a door through which comes peace, meditation, and the energy that carries you throughout the day. Imagine if you wake up every morning and first of all say to yourself, I will live today fully. I will feel everything that is in this moment. Without running, without rushing, just completely here. So what will change? Your day will change. Your relationship will change. And yes, your mind will also start changing. People who live in the present learn to be happy in small things. They do not need any big reason, because every moment is a miracle for them. Buddha also said, each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. So just live today fully, embrace today completely, make today your deepest companion, because only he who lives in the present is truly free. Chapter 3. Flow with life, don't fight it. Sometimes life doesn't turn out the way we thought it would. Sometimes people change. Sometimes circumstances change. Sometimes we lose. Sometimes we lose what we love the most. And then we start questioning, what did I do wrong? I did everything right. But the truth is, life doesn't go according to your plan. It goes in its own flow. And when you fight that flow, you get tired, confused, and slowly drift away from yourself. Buddha said, the root of suffering is attachment. We drown in pain because we hold on to things. We want everything to go our way. We want to control every turn, every person, every outcome. But just think, have you ever seen a river? Does the river stop after hitting the stones coming in its path? No, it either changes their path or accepts them and flows beautifully. You too can flow like that if you stop fighting. When you fight the universe, you are cut off from the miracle that was happening for you, but you were not able to see because you were exerting force, controlling, afraid. Now think, if a child is alone in the middle of the ocean, will he fight the waves and reach the shore? No, he will feel them, learn to flow with them, and slowly the ocean itself will take him to the shore. This is surrender. This is flow. Flow with life means accepting everything that is right now, without complaining, without resistance. Meaning if your path is difficult today, then you don't run away from that difficulty, but you understand it, find the lesson hidden in it, and then move forward with it. Because when you stop fighting, the universe stops fighting. Everything starts getting resolved on its own. Doors open, paths are created, your mind starts getting lighter. Because now you have come to that energy where you are not struggling with life, but moving with it. You understand a person who tries to fight with the wind can never fly. But the one who accepts it, who spreads his wings and surrenders himself to it, he flies to a height where there is no fear. This is what flow with life means, to descend into that trust where you are able to say that, I know I don't understand everything, but I am sure that this is also happening for me. And when your mind accepts this, You don't just survive, you start living. Chapter 4. Peace isn't out there, it's inside you. Peace is not outside, it's inside you. We all have thought at some point in our lives, if only life was a little easier. If only I had that thing, I would be happy. If only these people could understand me, I would be at peace. But have you ever stopped and asked yourself, is the peace that I am searching for outside really outside? Every person wants inner peace, but he looks for it in external things, in money, in relationships, in success, in people's praise. Think when someone praises you, you feel good. When someone lives up to your expectations, you feel at peace. But as soon as someone doesn't listen to you, or the circumstances go beyond your expectations, then you break down, get upset, start falling apart from inside. Why? Because you have put your peace in the hands of others. You have linked it to something, some person, some result. And this is the biggest illusion. Buddha had said a profound thing. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Meaning peace is not something that you can find in a book, a person, or an achievement. Peace is a state in which you accept yourself completely, without any conditions, without any noise, without any expectations. Now you must be thinking, if peace is within me, then why can't I feel it? Because there is so much noise in your mind, so much rush, so much effort to control, that you are not able to hear your own inner voice. It is as if you are throwing stones every moment in a calm lake, and then saying, why is the water not looking clear? You will find peace when you learn to sit, learn to pause, and start listening to that voice which says from within, you are complete the way you are, and you don't need to be anything else. This is the same state where you don't feel incomplete even when you are alone, where it doesn't matter if people understand you or not, because you have understood yourself. Your mind no longer seeks validation outside, because now it has got clarity inside. You are no longer disturbed by outer noise, because now your inner silence is loud enough. And should I tell you the truth? When you start feeling this inner peace, the world looks at you and thinks, there is something different in this person. There is some depth, some stability, but you will never get that depth, that stability from outside. Nor will it come from any perfect situation, because there is no such perfect moment. Perfect is that moment when you sit with yourself without running, without hiding, and say to your mind, I am here, and I don't need to go anywhere else. Chapter 5. Let go of fear, it's not real. Let go of fear, because it is not real. Have you ever felt alone in the dark of night, or before a big decision, or just while walking, that something is going to go wrong? There is restlessness in the mind. Even a small task starts to seem big. People's gaze becomes a burden, and the future looks like a dark cloud. This is fear. But the question is, was that fear really real? Or was it just an imagination of your mind? Buddha says, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. And the same thing applies to fear as well. Fear is not actually caused by events. Fear is caused by imaginations. What has never happened, what we just create in our mind, that is what grips us the most. Suppose you have to speak on a stage. It is not a fierce battle. You just have to speak in front of some people. But what happens is a fear arises in the mind. Like, what if I forget? What if people start laughing? What if I embarrass myself? And in that fear, we start thinking of running away. But have you noticed? All that scares you has not actually happened. It is just a thought, a mental curtain which cuts you off from your power. The biggest lie of fear is this: it convinces you that you are weak. While the reality is that if you stop, look more carefully and recognize it, you can be the strongest at the time of fear. Now the question comes how to let go of fear. First of all, understand this. Fear is not an enemy. It is a signal. It tells you that you have reached your limit, but not to run away from there, but to overcome it. When you start observing fear carefully, neither running away nor fighting, but just observing, then you understand a strange thing. Fear never really existed. It was just a shadow of your what-if questions, which you had created in your own mind. And the most beautiful thing, when you recognize that fear, you become free. Buddha has said that attachment is the root of suffering, and our fear has the deepest attachment to our comfort zone, our identity, our ego. Fear makes you believe that if you take any risk, then you can lose, you can break down, or you can face rejection. But the truth is that if you give in to fear, then you have already lost, because you have given up your strength to an illusion. So the next time a fear starts stopping you, just ask yourself one question: is it happening, or am I just imagining it? And when the answer comes, smile and say, "Thanks, fear, but I don't need you anymore." And that fear, which once seemed like a mountain, will fly away like smoke. Now think, if you get rid of this one fear, how much can change in your life? Your decisions will change. Your walking, speaking, thinking will change. And most importantly, you will see yourself changing. Chapter 6. Your vibe attracts your destiny. Your energy decides your destiny. Have you ever wondered why some people find the right opportunities, the right people, and the right paths as they move forward? While some people work hard, dream hard, yet they have to face obstacles again and again. Why? Because whatever comes into our lives is not just the result of our hard work. It is a reflection of our energy, our vibes. Buddha said, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." That is, what we are from inside is what we see in the outside world. Now understand this with a simple example. If you have fear, worry, doubt, and negativity inside you, then you attract the same situations towards you, which will deepen these feelings. But if you have peace, faith, enthusiasm, and gratitude within you, you create circumstances that match that energy. Your vibes determine the course of your destiny. Now, these vibes are not magic. They are subtle signals that reach the world through your thoughts, your words, and your presence. People look at you and feel whether you are hopeful or weary, whether you are the master of your life or just a slave to circumstances. This is explained deeply in the teachings of the Buddha. The state of mind colors your world. If your mind is in grace, compassion, and calm consciousness, your eyes will see what is beautiful, your ears will hear what is soothing, and your life will be drawn to things that match the light within you. Imagine if you wake up every morning and say, "I am grateful, I am capable, and I am worthy," then your decisions will change, your confidence will increase, and that same vibe will introduce you to people who are helpful in your growth. But if you curse yourself every day, "Why does this happen to me? My luck is bad, I never get anything right," then you lower your energy so much that even the universe closes its doors for you. This is why Buddhist monks enter into a calm energy by meditating, because they know that only when there is peace within, the outside world will also become calm, beautiful, and supportive. Now imagine, if you change your vibe, make the sound within you beautiful and positive, then can't you change your destiny? You can definitely change it. Because destiny is not a predefined map, it is an open canvas on which your emotions, beliefs, and intentions add a color every day. So from today, right now, look at your every thought, feel every word, and ask yourself, am I giving the same energy which I want to get back? If the answer is yes, then you're on the right track. If not, then this is the right time to change it. Chapter 7. Don't chase what you want, become what you deserve. Don't chase what you want, become what you deserve. Have you ever wondered why the more intensely you chase something, the farther it goes? You run after dreams, after relationships, after money, after name, after recognition. And when you don't get it, you get tired, break down, and then you question, why don't I get what I want? Here comes a deep understanding message of Buddha that you don't get what you chase, you attract what you become. It doesn't mean that don't dream or don't have goals. Rather, understand that to achieve dreams, it is necessary to change yourself. Have you ever wondered if you want true love but are still full of insecurity, jealousy, and dependency, will that relationship survive in your life? If you want abundance but your thinking is still based on scarcity, will you get peace even if you get money? If you want mental peace but are always entangled in comparison, validation, and complaints with the world, Will peace come from outside? The truth is that until you make yourself worthy of that thing which you want from your heart, it cannot stay in your life. Understand carefully, everything has its own frequency. Whatever you become, that frequency naturally connects with you. Just like if the radio is kept on the wrong frequency, then the sound will either come in a broken form or will not come at all. Similarly, in life also, when you prepare yourself with the right mindset, right energy, and deep intention, only then the universe also delivers everything that you have asked for, but only when you are ready. Now think, when you bring about a change within yourself, when you choose faith over fear, gratitude over complaint, and self-respect over external validation, only then you slowly turn into a person whom even the universe cannot deny anything. And this is the real transformation. Running is exhausting. Becoming is empowering. From now on, live with this new thought. Am I becoming worthy of that thing? And not think that I want this. The power of this thought is so much that if you just work on it honestly, then without chasing, without dragging, without begging, life itself will bring you everything that you deserve. Because when you become the right person, the right things themselves come into your life. Chapter 8, Silence is a Superpower. Silence, the power that comes from within, not from outside. Do you ever get tired and quietly close your eyes at the end of the day? If someone asks you something, you say, just nothing, I am just quiet. But there is a lot in that nothing. There are many words that are not said, there are many wounds that are not seen, and there are many emotions that are only felt. This is the same silence that can become a medicine for your mind tired of noise. This is the same silence that your soul hears the most. In today's world, people are shouting and proving that they are right. But the one who is really wise, he does not speak, he just smiles in silence. Because he knows the true answer is not in words, but in silence. Silence is not a weakness. This is the power that comes out when a person believes in himself. When you are silent, you are winning the biggest battle against the noise within you. Every day there are voices around us, people's talks, criticisms, expectations, and noise. So much noise that our own voice is drowned in it. But when you stop everything for a while and just listen to the beating of your heart, then you understand that real peace is not outside, but inside. Have you ever talked to yourself? Have you ever just sat and listened to yourself without judgment, without noise? This is the silence that kisses your soul, which says, I am here, with you, within you. Every time you are silent, you deepen a relationship with yourself. You may feel that silence means saying nothing, but the truth is, silence means feeling everything. That too so deep that there is no need for words. In silence, you meet your fears, the questions that you have been avoiding, and slowly that silence becomes your therapist. The healing that no one else could give, it is your silence that gives you. Buddha also says, silence is the language of the soul, because when words end, then the soul speaks. Sit in a deep silence and see, there is a world where there is no worry, no comparison. There, you are just there, as you are. And there, your greatest power lies dormant. Clarity comes from silence. Decisions come from silence. It is from silence that the soul understands which path it has to follow. Every time you are about to react, stop for a while, take a breath, be a little silent, because that is where your power starts. When you stop speaking, the world starts listening to you. Now, if you really want to change yourself, if you really want to heal from within, then spend a few moments of silence every day. Turn off your phone, get out of the noise, and go within yourself. Because your silence is your loudest voice. And that is where your new life begins. If you found this experience true, if you saw any image of yourself in this silence, then definitely share this video with those people who are still searching for their peace in the noise. ATD Tales brings you such healing experiences where you connect with emotions, not with sounds. So now make a small promise. Every day, just sit with yourself in silence for 5 minutes. And write in the comment, I choose silence. See how the universe responds to you in that silence. If this video has touched your heart even a little, then give it a loving like and stay with us by subscribing, so that whenever your soul wants peace, ATD Tales comes back to you again.